Right, so for our ingredients, we have minced spice, some cayenne pepper, some salt, some parsley. We're gonna have some oil, some all-purpose butter, and then we have 3 cloves of grated garlic and 1 whole chopped onion. Then we have some mince and some grated Gouda cheese, but you can use any kind of cheese you like. And then we have 6 rolls, and yeah, that's what you need to make your mini baked mince sliders. Let's get started. Spoon of oil to a hot pan, and then we're gonna add our whole chopped onions. So give that a stir. And then we're only going to add in the garlic just after we add in the mince so that it doesn't burn. Cool. So next, we're going to add just 1 tablespoon of the mince spice while we saute the onions. Cool. Thereafter we add our mince. Just break it down. We're going to cook it until the mince browns evenly. Okay. And then we're going to add a bit of salt, just half a teaspoon, and then half a teaspoon of parsley. And then we're going to add a bit more of cayenne pepper. Give that another stir. And then now we can add just a bit of our grated garlic, because we're going to use this later for the seasoning of our buns. So since we have our mince on the pan, we just lowered down the heat so that I can prepare the buns. So you're going to need a casserole dish, could be square, any shape, and this is where we're going to put in the mini mince sliders. So I'm going to start off by slicing them. Usually I listen to music, so we'll get some music going. A few. Cool. So now we're not going to baste the buns with anything, because already we're going to baste the casserole dish with some butter, and because we're adding contents within the buns, we don't need to pre-butter them with anything. So now we are going to butter our casserole dish. So I'm going to take a spoon and I'm just going to put a bit of butter inside the casserole dish, add an extra ingredient to give it some color, we're going to add just your basic tomato sauce. Maybe 2 tablespoons should be fine. And then you just stir that in. And already you can see it just has that red color to it. And we're going to leave it again for an extra 5 minutes to simmer off while I baste the casserole dish with the butter. So I'm just going to use my wooden spoon, just the back of it, to place the butter around the casserole dish. Just take it and move it around until the entire casserole dish is covered with butter so that the buns don't stick. Or you could use your hands if you wanted to, as long as they're clean. In the middle, you don't have to worry if the butter is not evenly spread because it's going to melt. And we're going to position the buns in such a way that they spread the butter in the casserole dish. Okay, so now mince is just about ready, and we're going to give it a taste. The seasoning seems to be fine, but if you want to add extra seasoning, you can do so. So we're going to move over to placing our buns in our casserole dish. So now we're going to place our buns strategically. They might look big, so you need to place them in such a way that they fit into the casserole dish. I'm just going to squeeze them in. I'm going to start off with a circular motion. Squeeze that one in and just make space for the middle one. It's okay if they don't all fit in according to the plan, as long as we get to fit our toppings inside. So now we're just gonna add our cheese, the first layer. So we're just gonna have an even spread on each bun. Awesome. So we're gonna use this much later to put on top of the cheese. To add it on top of the buns. Yes. Cool. So I've transferred my mince into a dish, and I'm just gonna place it on top of the buns. Just a nice serving on each one. Doesn't have to be perfect, guys. Just make sure it gets on each roll. But for those who love their mince, you can just add a whole lot. Doesn't matter if it falls in between the cracks. Great, all done. So for the next part, we are going to create a dressing just made from the butter, the garlic, and the parsley. This is going to go on top of the buns so that they become golden brown, and we're going to put them in the oven straight after. Awesome. I previously preheated the pan, and we're just going to take our leftover butter to create our dressing that's going to go on top of the buns. Alright, so we're going to just turn down the heat a bit to 3. Just stir that around. And then we're going to add our garlic to the melted butter. And then just a teaspoon of the parsley. And that's the dressing done. So now we're just gonna finish. So now we're gonna add our finishing touches to our mini baked. I forgot what it's called, but let's carry on. Anyway, so I'm gonna add the leftover cheese on top of the mince. Alright, okay, not all of them are gonna get cheese slices. It's not a big deal. And then you just sprinkle the rest on top. Cool, done. And then we're gonna take the tops of our buns and just place them. Don't worry, it's all gonna go down once it's in the oven. Oh, that reminds me, you need to preheat your oven maybe to 190 degrees, which I can do now. But meanwhile, we're gonna take the dressing that we made from the butter, the garlic, and the parsley, and then we're gonna just spread it on top so that it gives it that golden color. So let's do that now. So just try and evenly spread it onto each bun. Oh, it sounds crispy. Just drizzle, drizzle, drizzle. You don't want to completely drenched, otherwise then it's just going to become soggy. Cool, and that's it for the dressing on the buns. Now we're gonna get these buns ready. Okay, so now we're gonna put the buns in the oven. Shit, don't look at me like that. Make sure not to burn because it's quite hot. So just place it in the middle, and we're gonna wait for the buns to turn golden brown on top. So about 5 to 6 minutes, and we're good to go.